Last year, if someone would have told me that I'll end up cracking so many offers, I would have never believed them. But that is because we never know our potential, right? So with that said, we'll get started. Hey everyone, welcome to another video. So if someone is new to the channel, little bit about me. I have close to 2000 rating on LeetCode. I currently working as SD2 at Microsoft. I have received close to 10 job offers last year. I gave 100 plus interview rounds, and overall, over the span of 5 years, I have solved 3000 coding problems on various platforms. If you are new, if you find it slow, watch it as 1.25x and join everyday live stream that we do at 10:30 p.m. This video is going to be about how to get better at LeetCode. Before that, just to establish credibility, these are the companies on the left that I was able to crack, and these are the companies that I failed at. But just to highlight, I have not failed DSA round either at Uber, neither at Google. So just to highlight. So, disclaimer, this is purely from my experience of doing LeetCode, and I do believe this is the best way to get better. I am not going to use fancy words like master LeetCode. You can never master LeetCode every day. There will be a problem that you'll not be able to solve, but whether that problems comes in an interview, those chances are very less. So we are going to talk about how you can get better, how you can go from a LeetCode rating of 1400 to close to 1800 and 1900, right? So not going to waste much time. My videos tend to get longer. With that, let's get started on topics and patterns. So now I'll assume that you already know a programming language, and also one more thing, each of the things that I'm mentioning here, I'll be doing a live demo showing my progress and how I did each of these things, right? So watch till the end if you want to see that as well, or skip just to this part. So topics and patterns, right? So once you learn a programming language, be it Java, C++, or Python, I would recommend that stick to these three if you want to do DSA. And then you learn DSA in these language, right? uh, what generally happens is you are in college, and in this first and second sem you will be having DSA if you are doing computer science and BTech in computer science, right? So in DSA you learn stack, queue, binary search, linear search, and all of those things. But did you ever solve a problem using those things? No. I think that is the first gap which is there. You learn about DSA from a theoretical perspective, but you never solve problems. So what you have to kind of do is, right, once you have spent like 3 weeks on the above topic, so don't need to mention spend more than enough time like learning DSA. It is okay. You are not going to remember binary search the first time you learn. So just spend 3 weeks on the above. By on the above, I mean these two things. So once you have spent 3 weeks, the next thing that you have to do is go to LeetCode, and then you have to solve top 150 interview problems and LeetCode 75 sheet. I'll attach both of these sheets in a comment. So LeetCode 75 sheet is a beginner level, and LeetCode top 150 sheet, it has hard problems also, but LeetCode 75, it barely has a hard problem. Now, why I said that this you need to solve this, right? Because once you learn Java and DSA, you don't really know what kind of problems comes in an interview. So it is good to start early on. So I'll give an example that let's say there is a problem on problem involving monotonic stack, but you would have never known the algorithm monotonic stack unless you have done that kind of problem, right? And then same goes with sliding window. It is not something that you are sleeping and then sliding window came to your dream. No, unless you study it, unless we studied ABC, we did not know, right? When we were child, if someone would have randomly asked me what is A, I have not studied A, right? So that is the thing, you have to study this. And I would say that even if you are not able to solve 50% of the problems out of these 225, that is okay. That is completely fine. There are close to 3000 problems on LeetCode. I will come to that topic where you have to solve unseen problems, but don't worry if you are not able to solve most of the problems in this list. That is expected. And now coming to the next part, revise these problems, right? And then this should take you, when you are completely beginner, you should spend close to 2 months. Watch video, watch. If you have to watch video, learn through editorial, do all of those things, right? But don't get motivated. That is the first part, right? I'll be showing these sheets also. So this is the LeetCode 75 sheet that I am talking about. Most of them are easy, medium, and then these are the top 150 interview questions. There would be some duplicate in both of these, so that is a plus for you. Close to it is 200 problems. Now, once you have done this, right, or you have like close to spend 1 month, right, then you have to come to contest, or you can give contest from that. All of these things are independent of each other. But let's say if you're very beginner, spend 1 month on these, and then you have to jump to the contest. So this is lead code contest. So you have to take part in live contest as well, which happens on bi-weekly on Saturday, Sunday, and then you have to give virtual contest every day. Now each virtual contest comprises of 4 problems, right? These are split on one easy, two medium, and then one hard generally, right? Now the aim should be down the line after 6 to 8 months. The aim should be to do 3 problems, right? And that 2 3 problems, it is not like that you'll be able to solve 3 problems every time. The aim should be 70 to 80% times you should be able to solve 3 problems. So for example, if you take participate in 10 contests after a year, you should be able to solve 3 problems 7 times, right? So that is 70% accuracy basically on the problems. Now, let's say first time when you will give, right, you will not be able to solve. That is again expected. Upsolve the problem. Every time, upsolve the problems. If you are not able to solve second and third, I would say that don't worry about the hard problem. Just focus on one easy and two medium, right? If you are not targeting companies like Rubrik and all the more paying companies, all the CP expecting companies, then I think first three are good enough. Now coming to problem rating, right? Now once you participate in a contest, you will get a rating, right? So let's say my rating is 1400. So if my rating is 1400, what I need to do is I need to solve problems which are my rating plus 200 and my rating minus 100 as well, or let's say minus 50, because if your rating is 1400, that doesn't mean that you'll always be able to solve that 1400 problem, right? So you have to solve from 1300 to 1600 in this so that you get motivated. Also, if you'll always be solving the hard problems, it is easy to get demotivated. And then if let's say I'm solving 2 problems and none of those problems I am able to solve myself, it is easy to get demotivated, right? That's why you have to solve. You can probably spend 20 30 minutes on problem that is minus 100 rated to you, and then you will get that boost and pump also. So just spend 10 to 20 minutes doing this part. Now this is fairly simple. You have to do this. So this part and this part, right? In these both things, you are solving unseen problems. Unseen problems, upsolve, right? Spend close to 1 hour minimum. If you're solving unseen problems, spend at least 1 hour, right? Here you can spend less time because these problems are generally you don't even know about the algorithm, right? Now I'll be showing live part of each of this, right? So coming to the first sheets. So sheets, I think I have already given the glimpse. So if let's say you are a very beginner, right? You should start with these problems, merge strings and then can place flowers. All of these problems you are not able to solve, that is perfectly fine. Just solve the easy problems of it and then slowly go to the next part. But these topics are important to you. Queue, stack, linked list, because when you are in when you are learning stack in your college, you don't really know whether you can solve remove stars from a string in a interview, right? This is something that is going to come up in an interview. So this is really important. Solve problems from these two lists, right? And any other list. You can follow Neat Code 150. You can follow Striver A to Z. All of these resources are good. Like the gist is same only, right? I'm saying these two sheets because these are just on LeetCode, and I do suggest that LeetCode is the best platform out there, right? Now that's the topics and pattern part, and I do have a list on 2025 topic patterns which I'll be creating down the line, but this is like from a starting point of view. Right now, coming to the contest. So if you see my contest, right? So this is how you can give the contest. You'll have to go here in LeetCode, and then this is where all the contests appear, right? And now I'll show what I, so if you see, when I gave my first contest, I did fall down from 1500 to 1460 and then to 1416, right? So see, this is, no one jumps first, they all will fall down, but then you don't have to stop. Slowly you will solve two problems, then you will solve three problems, and then some days you'll even solve four problems. But I generally was able to solve three problems. Someday I could solve four. And then here also, if you see, from 1700, I did the exact same thing again, right? Solve problems, upsolve problems, right? That is what you should do. Virtual contest every day once you are rigorously practicing. And this is how your graph should look like. So this is when I was giving interviews, and this is my graph now. So see, I am not consistent now, but when you are giving interviews, your graph should not look like this, right? Do DSA every in the first thing in the morning. Cool. Now that is the contest part of it, right? Now coming to problem rating. So let's say now my rating is 2000, right? So my aim of target would be 1900 to 2200. So what I would do is I would come to this website. Again, I'll attach the link in the chat. So I'll filter it by 1900 to 2200, right? So then these are the problems, those will challenge me, right? Those will make me think. And there is a probability that the problems which are 1500 to 1900, these are problems that I'll be little bit more comfortable with, right? Same is the case with everyone. Let's say if I'm starting new, I don't even know anything about DSA, right? So I would start from problems like 15, 12, 12, 1200, and then I would practice on these problems, right? Don't go by the difficulty problem that is mentioned in lead code. You will only see easy, medium, right? Easy, medium, this is fine, but a medium could range from 1400 to 1800, right? All of these fall in a medium. But if you're a beginner and then you pick up a 1800 rated problem, that will demotivate you. That is something that I don't really want to happen to everyone, because it was happening to me a couple of years back, and I did get demotivated, right? So this is the best way, I think, to practice, right? Whenever you are starting as a beginner, follow these things. I'll be creating more videos on topics and pattern, but I want to keep this video short. With that, I'll end this video here. And also, if you find this video helpful, feel free to like and subscribe, and let me know in comments, did you like the video or not. Thank you. Bye. Have a nice day.